open on a wacky title card describing a moist, shapeless mass of matter and a fictional book about me getting bitches. A couple are chilling in a cafe in LA in a time period before LA fell off. Honey Bunny and Pumpkin, a British man that looks a bit like a rat. They are discussing out loud the pros and cons of robbing banks versus robbing bottle-os. Sussy? And they eventually come to the decision to rob the cafe they are in for the people's wallets. Foot and Joya69 has entered the chat. And roll actual title card. New scene. Earlier that day, Jules talks weed legality with Vincent on the way to a job. Vincent runs an ad break for Europe preaching about Lee Big Mac. Vincent talks about a big man that got his ass beat by their employer, Marcellus Wallace, for giving his wife a foot massage. From now on, we can refer to this as the foot incident. This leads to them debating each other about cheating. Right outside the job, the two men meet with the wannabe crooks, steal their hamburgers, drinks, a light bulb in a suitcase.
Oh, no.
And Jules double dares them to say what, then proceeding to read the Bible verse Ezekiel 25:17 before he and Vincent execute vengeance.
Something's in my ass.
This next scene is brought to you by Mailed Baldness. At his brothel, Marcellus Wallace pays Butch, the boxer, to throw his next fight. Jules and Vincent arrive sporting some new drip. Jules goes to piss, leaving Vincent and Butch to size each other up. Marcellus calls over Vincent to give him some loving, as he's going to be taking care of Mia, Marcellus's wife, while he's out of town. However, Vincent is nervous about his date, so he needs to go get some skooma from Jesus. Off his chops, he goes to pick up Mia. Feed! He escorts the fellow substance abuser Mia to a 1950s themed restaurant. They have some small talk about Europe. Weird sexual tension. Mia snorts some powder. Vincent asks about the Samoan man, Anton, and the feed incident. Mia gaslights Vincent and dispels the notion. Mia enters them into a fortnight dance competition, and they get the chicken dinner, or some sort of trophy thing. They return to Wallace's home. Vincent is bricked up and needs to contemplate Allah in the bathroom, while Mia finds the juice in his coat pocket. Assuming it's her usual substance, she snorts some, and immediately dies. Oh, never mind, she's just having a bad time. Panicked Vincent takes her to Jesus, where he stabs her in the heart with the power of Christ. Vincent takes Mia home, and they both agree to not tell Marcellus about the juice incident. The next night, before Butcher's fight, he dreams of an incident from his childhood where Captain Coons visited him to return the poop watch that belonged to his father, which both him and his dad hid inside their rectums during Vietnam. Butch wakes up from his dream, and instead of throwing the fight, he ends up killing his opponent. The poop watch. Butch dips with the winnings after betting on himself with Marcellus's money. Marcellus sends his goons. Butch's taxi driver simps over him for the fight and is weirdly into the topic of death. He gets dropped off at a motel where he and his French girlfriend, oui, are staying because of the heat. Butch gives her head, oui, then passes out. In the morning they plan to travel to Knoxville, then claim their winnings and hightail it out of the country. While packing, Butch finds that Fabian forgot his precious poop watch, and because of this, Brucey goes off to Perth. Butch goes to retrieve the watch, and sneaking back into his apartment, he finds a blicky lying on the countertop. He's not alone. Vincent comes out from the shitter and gets folded by Butch. Butch dips with the poop watch. God damn, this man is good at dipping. But Butch encounters Marcellus crossing the street, so he dabbles in a bit of hit and run. But he himself gets T-boned shortly after. Both men are injured, and Marcellus chases him into a pawn shop, where the owner pulls out his own stick and overpowers them. Oh, hold up. That's coming up. They wake up, bound and gagged in the basement, under the control of two redneck killers that kill customers. That's not a very good business model. They bring out the Gimp to watch Butch. while they get nasty with Marcellus in the other room. Butch breaks out and knocks out the gimp. Dips? Actually no, he kits up and goes full Wii mode on the two rednecks to save Marcellus. Marcellus stays behind to pillage Zed. Marcellus promises to Butch that if he doesn't return to LA, they can go their separate ways. Butch yoinks Zed's ride, and Butch and Fabian leave town on Zed's motorcycle. The Bonnie situation. Why there got to be so many goddamn situations? Return to 3 days earlier, after Vincent and Jules executed vengeance. A gang member bursts out of the bathroom and misses all of his revolver shots on them, and gets one-tapped by Jules and Vincent. Jules believes it was a divine intervention that saved them. They leave the apartment with the briefcase, taking one of the remaining gang members, Marvin, with them. While debating the miracle that happened to them in the apartment, Vincent accidentally one-taps Marvin, covering the entire car and themselves with some chunky tomato sauce. They visit Foot Enjoyer 69's house to clean up. Jimmy lets them hide their car there, but they will need to dispose of the body before his wife Bonnie comes home. Jules calls Marcellus for his help, and Marcellus calls Winston Wolfe, a professional cleaner, to help them out. Wolfe tells them how to clean the car and themselves. They strip off and get the prison shower experience. Oh, okay, Jimmy gives them some spare clothes, then they chop the car and the body at Monster Joe's. After concluding their business with the wolf, Jules and Vincent call a cab to have breakfast at a diner. Hopefully you can see where this is going. There, they converse about their criminal lives, and Jules reveals that after the miracle, he wants to get out of the business and do some spiritual awakening. Vincent is mad that Big Daddy Samuel is going to leave him and heads to the bathroom. Just that moment, Honey Bunny and Pumpkin begin their robbery. Stealing from the register and the customers, Jules hands over his wallet and is adamant about handing over the briefcase. Pumpkin gets mesmerized by the contents of the case, and Jules is able to pull his gun and disarm him. Vincent joins the party to hold Bunny. While Jules demands his wallet back, he allows the robbers to keep the money from it. Jules goes back to reciting the Bible and declares he does not want to be the bad guy, he wants to be the shepherd. So they allow Bunny and Pumpkin to leave with the money and not the briefcase. They themselves leave and head to the brothel. Coming full circle, roll credits.
Well, I'm a mushroom cloud laying motherfucker.
It's 'cause